partners, remember in the last video I showed, well, it wasn't the last video, it was a recent video. I showed you the M40 video light from by Zhiyun. Flat little bugger here. Well, they just came out with an M60, 40 to 60. It's also a flat little thing. And so I'm gonna, any chance I can get to compare lights, I'm gonna compare lights, I'm gonna compare with other lights. So, well, let's just start. 3.5 feet from the wall. The M40SE is 2.88, so that'll be the base from which we work here. The M60, on the other hand, here, this guy's coming in at 4.05, which is about 2/3 of a stop brighter, which is pretty good. Wait till you see how this compares to all these other lights. You're gonna be quite amazed. So, all right, so if this is 2.88, this is 4.05. Oh, by the way, this comes with, I love how things are getting magnetic nowadays. That's really cool. Everybody thinks you get soft shadows with this, soft lighting. You don't. All this does is spread the light all around the room, dims the light a lot. So this goes from 4.05 down to 1.45. That is insane. You lose most of your light by putting this thing on. So I don't even use these things. I hate these things. They're out of here. But it does come with a cool thing. This is a grid. Magnetic. Now you got a spotlight, and the light level is 4.02. How does this flat panel compare with, say, this flat panel? This is a Neewer PT176S, and this guy comes in at 2.02. That's over a 2-stop difference between the old school type and this. That's pretty cool. So these guys are coming in so much more powerful than the old traditional ones. So let's take another one here. Let's take the Yongnuo YN300 III. This guy's a little bit bigger than this. How does that compare? Well, the Yongnuo comes in at 2.86, which is pretty much the same light level as the M40SE. These are a lot cheaper and older and traditional. With the diffuser, the Yongnuo YN300 III goes from 2.86 to 2.82, so that's not very much difference. So let's go to an even bigger one. Let's go to the Yonguo YN600L. This thing, and by the way, these all run on NP batteries. You already know that, but look how much bigger this guy is than this. Here's without the diffusion right there. So without the diffusion, this thing here, again, is 4.05, and this one here, drum roll, is 4.06. Pretty much the exact same light level. This one is smaller. Some people might like that because it's more portable and all that, and I get that. You know, it's great, but this one gives you a much nicer, softer light on your face. So if you have one here and one here, these are like mini soft boxes. These are, especially when you put some diffusion on there, for the main reason because this thing is bigger, a lot bigger than this. And the bigger the light source, the softer and more flattering the light is on your face. So even though this is more portable, and they're the same brightness, this one makes you look better because it's bigger. What it comes down to, it's just when you travel, this one's more annoying because it's bigger. All right, so let's Core. This is a really expensive small. Speaking of small, Core SWX had a Bolt 250 here. This thing, these used to be like $300 a piece. It's bicolor, runs on NP battery, a little smaller than the M60. This was the most powerful one you could get at the time, and so this also has little focus lenses for each LED. The Core Bolt 250 comes in at 4.01. So this is like 1/5 of a stop dimmer than this. So this is the winner of small portable as light panel, flat light panels go. So what's it like if we go into 60-watt cob lights? This is 60 watts also. This is 60 and this is 60. Well, my friends, just a minute. Damn snakes. The Zhiyun G60, cute little thing. I like this thing, which is, about the same size. This is 4.05. The G60 comes in at 5.6. So it's half a stop brighter because it's a cob light. Cob lights focus the light more. They're more concentrated of light. So Zhiyun also has a X60, also 60 watts. Cute little guy here. And you can power it with the same battery that the X100 powers with. This one here, my friends, comes in at 5.67, over a stop brighter than this one here. This is overstuffed, but look how clunky and bulky this whole getup is compared to the elegance of how thin this one is. So, depends on what you want to do for it. Let's move on. Let's see. Here's a 65 watt ultra lightweight Ulanzi EC65. I love this one. This is so lightweight. It's mind-boggling how lightweight this thing is. The battery's situation's a little weird, but 4.05. The insanely lightweight Ulanzi EC65 is 5.65. 1.25 stops brighter than the M60. This is twice as bright as this because, again, it's a cob light. All right, moving on to I gotta always include my favorite one here, the Wellmaking. This one here, look how small this thing is. This thing is so basic and portable. This is the battery that it comes with. It looks like an NP battery, but it's not. This is actually a proprietary Wellmaking 14.8 volt battery. And it goes on here, and here's the whole thing right here. And this is like basically a little portable spotlight. You turn it on with a little click there, and it's so cool because you can turn this. It's wide right now. When you turn this, it goes into a spotlight setting. So when it's wide, the reading is 5.63. That's again a stop and a quarter brighter than the M60. And when you put it to a spot setting, it's 8. Wow. So that is 2 stops brighter than the M60. And of course, this has a spotlight setting too, but this spotlight setting with the grid on it is 4.02. So you got 2 stops difference. All right. And then finally, here we have a 30 watt. Just for curiosity's sake, this is a 30 watt Inkee Gold Crow. Now, 30 watts versus 60 watts. What do you think? What do you think's gonna be brighter? All right. Well, the M60 again is 4.05. The Inkee 30 is 4.09. It's 1/4 stop brighter than the panel light. So what it comes down, this is 30 watts and this is 60 watts. So cob lights are just plain brighter than flat lights. That's just what it comes down to. I personally like cob lights because I do a lot of stuff outdoors, like here in the Wild West. A lot of sunlight down here in the Wild West. So I need a lot of powerful light within small packages. So that's why I like these little cob light things. But when you're indoors, that's when you can use these type of things. So if you're traveling and you're doing interviews and things like that, you know, you want to just put up some lights to interview people. You don't want to set up a lot of stuff. You want to travel really light. These things can literally fit in your pocket. These are literally pocket lights and they're pretty damn bright. These 2 Zhiyun lights, the 40 and the 60, are the brightest, most powerful, small pocket flat lights that you can get in the market today. Now, you may have noticed that the light from the M60 is a little bit on the greenish side. That's because this is an RGB light, and it's trickier to try and get pure white light from an RGB light. But you can get some nice white light from this thing. You have to go to the green magenta adjustment on the back of this thing. I had to set mine to -7, and then I got some pretty white light. Now, the M40 is bicolor, so that's a lot easier to use. Anyway, so I just thought I'd let you know what's out there as it's coming out. I'm the first one to buy stuff. It has to do with lighting. Lighting to me is what I love more than lenses and cameras. But, you know, without good lighting, you have crappy video and pictures. So, anyway, we already talked about that, haven't we? All right, well, anyway, so there you go. I thought I'd bring it up there real quick. Just made a fun little video about a little light. Okay, any reason I can make a video about lights, I'm there. All right, well, I'm gonna get kind of hot here in the desert. Gonna go me to the saloon and get me a sarsaparilla. All right then. Well, hope you got something out of this. We'll see you in the next video. Until then,